Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I'm in my mom's kitchen once again because she invited us. No, we kind of invited ourselves.
That's fine.
Okay. Because we want to learn how to make her famous pecan pie.
Yeah, I don't know if it's famous, I'll tell you that.
Oh, well, I think it is because most of the family likes it.
Well, that's just our family.
Yes. I don't really know if I like pecan pie because I've only made it once in my whole life. And I didn't think it was very good.
Well, your brother, your youngest brother, he thinks he don't like nuts. And so we
Any
made
type of nuts?
pecan pie, and that's the only thing he'll eat now.
So first we're going to make the dough, the pie crust.
Crust.
Because we haven't made that yet. And my mom is an all-time best pie crust dough maker. So she's going to share the recipe for her pie crust also. Because she's just perfect at making pie crust. She just knows how to flute the edges perfectly. Yes, you do. And you've always been good at it.
Well, I got this recipe I like the best, and I got it from my mother.
So it's from Grandma.
It's from Grandma, but it's not all that old. It's just...
This is your favorite?
It's the one I like to do the best.
Okay. So that's what we're using today. The best pie crust.
Pie dough, and then I put crust because some people don't know what, I don't know.
Dough.
Anyway,
Crust.
here we go. 3 cups of flour in here already.
Just all-purpose flour?
Regular,
Okay.
whatever you have.
Probably all-purpose would be best
I suppose.
for this recipe.
Now, you can't read that. 1 1/3 cup shortening. Well, I use butter and 1/3 cup of
So
just shortening.
you what? So a cup of butter and 1/3 cup of shortening.
Correct. You want to put that in there?
This is
You gotta have something to do.
This is so Mackenzie needs to learn how to bake.
2
Also.
sticks of butter is 1 cup, and that's just any old kind of shortening,
Any old.
or Crisco, or whatever people use. You could probably even use lard if you wanted to have.
If you have lard, you
if
could
you
use
have
lard.
because that makes a very fluffy pie crust.
Flaky.
Flaky, not fluffy. You're correct. 1 teaspoon of salt,
How do you open this?
very carefully, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder.
Baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon.
1/2. Scrape it off and throw it in. There you go. Now, mix until crummy.
Crummy.
I suppose
We just let it fly all
it's
over.
supposed to be crumbly.
Crummy.
But it will be.
I guess we're calling it crummy.
We have a little doggy with us today called Dakota.
Yes.
Okay, now we need 1 1/2 tablespoons of vinegar.
1 1/2.
Yes,
My
that's
voice just did a crack.
That's
So
the
this is what it looks like
secret ingredient.
after making it
Green.
crummy.
Crumbly,
Crummy.
crumbly dough.
Okay.
So 1 1/2 teaspoons.
No, 1 1/2 tablespoons. There's 1
tablespoon.
and there's 1/2. See, them.
Tablespoon of vinegar.
5 tablespoons of water.
This is ice water, so it's water and it has little ice cubes in it. Why did you do that?
Just to get it super cold.
And it's best to use super cold.
Yes.
5.
5 without the ice. All right, put this thing down and water her in. So now we mixed it all up and take this out and push this together, and it comes out as a nice ball, especially if you roll it into one. And pecan pie, that's the kind we're making, only has a bottom crust. So, I figure we can get 3 pies out of here. Now, if you want, you can take it and put it in the refrigerator to cool it off just a little bit.
Muscle.
Thank you. And yeah, just stick it in there for, we'll give it about 10 minutes or so.
Right now we're going to work on the filling part. So, yeah, we have a recipe. The recipe originally came from one of your friends, or?
Well, it's an acquaintance. She's about 10, 12 years older than I am. And we go to the same church, and I've known her my whole life. And she's a very nice lady. And I always use her pecan recipe for pie.
But you kind of tweaked it
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So
Okay,
here we go.
First of all, we need 3 eggs.
3 eggs. Now,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
We're tripling the recipe because I'm going to send 2 pies home with them, and we'll keep 1 for myself.
Because we need 2 pies.
Because their family eats a lot, you know. They come over and eat you out of house and home.
Wow.
I know.
No, not
Wow.
really. Oh,
I've always said it though, and it's only true.
I try to always have something ready for you if you're coming.
She always has something because Grandma does.
We had, what did we have the last time you was over?
I put a
You did not.
Brownie.
Yes, Grandpa made brownies.
Grandpa made brownies for the boys and Kevin.
And then the time before that, he had chocolate chip cookies, which we're gonna get you guys that recipe because those are another famous recipe.
world's best.
The world's best. Okay.
It's not a famous recipe.
Not famous. It's just the best.
It's one he makes out of his head. Did you get it out?
It's a head recipe.
2/3 cup of sugar,
So now we need,
So you
but
did
we
3 of those?
added it 3 times because we're making a bigger batch.
we need 1.5.
Correct. I'm glad you're good at math.
Yeah.
Especially fractions.
So 1/3 cup of butter, and we kind of melted it, so it's really soft.
It's supposed to be melted, it says on the
okay.
recipe.
I'm gonna have the recipe in the description below, so if you're confused.
We put it right
You'll-
in there.
Put it all
can read
in
it.
there. Perfect. And scrape the bowl out a little bit.
Oh, why not?
Takes 1 cup for a single batch, but we want 3 cups.
We will.
2 cups of light and
Wait.
1 cup of dark.
Okay, so this is where her recipe gets tweaked a little. You normally use
Light. Corn
all of
syrup.
it,
For all of it, I've used dark
Okay.
already too, but
but since we're doing 3 pies, we're tripling it. We're gonna do 2 cups of the light, 1 cup of dark corn syrup. So there we go, and I guess we just pour it in that.
1 cup of pecans.
Did you get it all?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Here we
Look
go.
up there. She
You
did a
can
good
scrape this
job.
one.
I've got to get a mixer thing.
They're good.
I have another bag.
Yeah, that's fine.
There.
So 3 cups of pecans for our 3 pies. So each pie gets about a cup of pecans.
But I always add more. And I'll show you that on the crust.
Okay.
Now this is ready to go
Into the
once
pie.
you get it mixed really good or whatever, and then it's ready to go into the pie crust.
Okay.
You should practice rolling
Yes,
out
roll
pie
out the
crust.
crust.
Is it supposed to be?
Have you ever done such a thing? Well, when you get so far, then see you went that way for a while. Then what I do is go that way for a while. Then you might want to pick it up again. So you stop and
You gotta keep it. You gotta keep flour in it.
try that. Sometimes that keeps it circly.
Now we roll it over.
No. Well, yes, you can do whatever you want. I gotta get a spoon.
Make sure you have plenty of flour.
Oh, we didn't get the pie pan around.
Okay, there's the first pie.
Is it big enough to go in there?
Absolutely.
Not.
Almost.
what do you know? 3 people to make 1 crust in the pie. So
Is it
then
gonna
you
be paper
just
thin?
take this- Oh yeah, I like that's good.
Oh, you like paper thin?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to watch how you crinkle the edges.
Well, lots of people, they put a little water here.
They do?
Yeah, to make the pie crust stick to the edge.
I
you
never
know.
knew that.
Okay, so then you take your thumb and your finger and curve.
But it's so thin.
Well,
Maybe the
that's
next-
because we didn't make it quite big enough. But it'll work to eat. And pretend. You want to try the...
So you, hold on.
She takes her thumb. She takes her thumb and what? What do you do with your other finger? So your 2 thumbs are together and you
Kind of, right.
make a V.
Right. Make a V.
Mine
Alright.
don't look like that.
Show me where your fingers are, your thumbs.
Okay, she gonna pinch
Hold on, okay, 1 finger.
one hand. Okay, this hand. Okay, now what? Okay, now we grab it here and we push it in. Oh,
Maybe this isn't the way you're supposed to do it. I don't know.
well,
I did it.
I think I could try. So you pushed it in. Mine still don't look as pretty. Let me turn mine.
Well, we got 1 more to work on.
So pinch,
Perfect.
pinch.
It's thin dough too, she had thicker.
Yeah,
Oh my.
Oh, that's pretty.
All right, go ahead.
Pecans!
we're getting it. We're figuring
Mom,
it out.
Mom,
I just gotta show y'all. It
To
took
do the
it took
fan-
3 of us
Fancy edge.
to get this, but we got it. Hey, look at that. This is how much dough was left over after making 3 pies.
Perfect amount.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, now we're
And
gonna,
that's a single recipe. We didn't triple the
no, not
crust.
the dough. Yeah.
Did I do it wrong again?
No.
What?
Leave it there.
She
and-
pinches it and pulls it out. That's what it is.
I don't get it.
See how she did that here? So she goes and
She
she
got big fingers.
she pinches it and pulls it out.
She did what? I need to try it.
Aha!
I don't have
Push
a
those
pull
and
out.
pull out.
Mine-
That's
that
how
one
it
looks
is.
pretty though. Mine don't look like hers.
Well, our handwriting don't look like grandma's either.
No, she's just perfect in everything.
Oh, what a lie.
So
Get a whole bunch of them out. And you put them along the edge, every little bit here. You can go that way, I'll go this way. We'll meet. All right, then you start on the bottom and just make a design if you want. Use pieces of one, whole ones, whatever.
But nobody's really gonna see this, right? It's just gonna be cut into and
Correct. It's just extra food.
here's our 3 pie crusts that we've already ready. We're ready to make. We're ready to put the filling in.
Pour.
Now we have to divide it between 3 of them.
Way too much probably in that one. We can always add, you know. But
This one's gonna need a little bit more. This one has plenty.
and then
And then finish that.
this and try to cover your pecans, but if you can't, that's fine because it will rise up a little bit. And
We try to cover the pecans that we put on the crust.
Sides.
The sides. Okay.
look at there, beautiful. If you want to, you can just give it a little shake like this.
Okay, so we have all of the pies ready to go into the oven. And what is the oven set at?
375
Okay.
for 45 to 50 minutes.
Okay.
But we're going to set it at 40 to 50 minutes, but we're going to set it at 45
All right.
because that usually is perfect.
So the pies are freshly out of the oven. Actually, they're still a little hot. And they've all turned out really great, but we are not going to taste test them until they're completely cool, which means when we get home, the guys will taste test them for us. Right?
Sounds like a plan.
And do you think they turned out well?
Perfect.
Awesome. So this is pecan pie, and I hope you enjoyed this video.
And I'm glad you come over.
Oh, I'm glad to come over too. Now I know how to make pecan pie. So we will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.
Welcome to Acres of Clay Test Kitchen. My wife with my daughter and my mother-in-law made 2 pecan pies today.
Actually, 3.
3 pecan pies.
Yeah.
Wow. So she brought 2 home.
Yes.
And she expects me and the boys to taste test. So, I've cut pies before, and if anybody don't like how I cut, well, yeah, it's already,
You start from the middle.
yeah, Crust, oh wow, slides in the pan too.
Well, that means it's good and it's not going to stick.
Right, so I guess this is my piece. Ethan, you want a
It's
piece?
still a little bit warm.
You know, pecan, when somebody says pie to me, I don't think of pecan pie.
What do you think of?
How about you eat it?
Either
I will.
probably lemon meringue chocolate, black raspberry, apple, blueberry. Yeah.
So you like fruit pies. It's a little bit warm, so it's probably still crumbly and
There
hasn't
you go. There's
set
your
up.
portion. Eat Sanders. There's yours. I'll use a fork. Thank you. Where's your plate? So make sure we get.
I don't have Cool-Whip or anything. Ice cream.
Cool Whip would be nice, but we don't have it. Scoop, I got a mixture of the top, the pecan, and some of the crust. So
The filling, the pecan. Okay.
tastes like a pecan pie.
I'm trying a little bit as the guys are too, and it's really actually pretty good.
Squirrel's
Are they
tail.
beautiful? What do you have to say for yourself, Grandma?
Today, we are making pie.
Hi.
Pie.
So, if something is a smidgen, this is a smidgen. The recipe.
You ready?
I don't know. Other day, but maybe it's grease from his hand. Today we're having pie. We're
Should
all
you be on
wearing
this?
brown. Whoa.
Hike it up. Let's get this to your chin. Good grief. She reams it up and then she
That's
reams
not
it
how
down.
that goes.
All right, I won't go so fast. Should I make another one like this?
You should. That's a cute one. You don't need all these pockets.
Well, the pockets are cute.
I don't remember
What is
why.
this pocket for? What are you gonna do with that?
I'll show you.
Oh.
Smile. Pretend you're happy.
All right, we have to look at the big black hole. Remember, we're not looking at ourselves.
I got a good one of your mother once, picking her nose when
Well,
she was
thank you.
2.
I was
She had
2.
Finger right up there. So I took a picture of her.
That's where we get it from.
Yes.
That's why there's
we're
so many
always
pictures
picking
of us.
the nose.
Hi, Grandma. Where are you at? She's still blowing her nose.
Let's see.
Are we doubling this?
I
or-
don't need this. No, we're three-fulling it.
How are we
Need
supposed to
two.
eat 2 pies?
Very carefully, just one bite at a time.
You are so smart, Grandma.
Just run a mansion.
Ah! Good life.
Run a mansion.
Ah! Good life.
You did
What
get
in
a
the
little
world?
excited there.
Well, we're not on a TV program.
No.
Want to take this off? Try that one. Let the machine do the work so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Do the full blast if you want. There, that's about right. Now,
Okay, this is how you use this. So, you get.
no, you don't do it.
What?
Pour
What?
it in there.
That's how you do that?
Now I want
cups.
Okay, listen up, people.
Well, that's because you didn't know how to do it. I never use the other side.
So there's sugar and syrup.
How fattening.
That's a lot of sugar.
You don't have to eat a great big hunk.
I'm not
of
saying you
peas.
do.
Where's the beef?
You got it.
What? A little bit of
All
flour.
right, let's cut that in
Wait.
thirds.
Grandma.
Yeah.
Jeremiah tonight.
Grandma's got problems.
I can't get it
Hold
off there.
You going the
Maybe I
right
was
way?
Going the wrong
You
way.
were. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yes, dear.
Oh, she's not.
It blew over.
Ow.
Can I put that in the blooper?
If it gets you
Oh,
more viewers, go for it.
I don't think it will.
I call it good.
Bye.